Knock it off right now.
Meet the Gentrups,
Now you're at 50.
an Arizona family who believe that a good attitude is everything.
You have a good attitude, Tommy?
Yes!
For the next week,
Get the out of my room.
they'll take in 2 spoiled teens.
I'm living the life.
But will a week of rigid structure
You have a mouth, and you need to control it.
and service to others
There you go.
turn these teens around?
You can give me 10 push-ups right there on the side.
You'll man up a little bit.
You know what, girlfriend? Get out of my house.
My name is Cristiana. I'm 16 and I'm from El Segundo, California. I get pretty much whatever I want. I get the clothes I want. I get the car I want. I get the phone I want. That's how I like it.
I don't know how many times this week alone that I've asked you to clean up this room.
My mom is definitely a nag. This is how I like it, so why can't you just deal with it?
I don't want to smell food from downstairs.
There's no food up here. I'll start off with screaming at each other, cursing.
I need you to listen to me.
Why? And then we'll get physical. Then get the out of my room. Then sometimes the cops will have to be called.
I have 2 toddlers. I have a full-time job. I've got a lot on my plate.
I feel like she doesn't take the time. She doesn't really care.
She's got 5 tardies. And if she gets many more, she'll get kicked out of her class. She will not be able to qualify for a 4-year school.
Someone in my life that can help me, which obviously isn't you.
You have no respect for anything that I've done for you, Cristiana. It really kills me. I worry about Cristiana because she doesn't seem to care about her future.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ronnie Relay. I'm from Cumming, Georgia, and I'm 17 years old. I'm going to the fair.
Just 1 second.
No, I'm going.
Don't you dare.
Later. If I'm in an argument with my mom, it's a guaranteed victory.
Do you have money?
Yeah,
How'd you get money?
you gave it to me.
When did I give you money?
All right, I got it out of your purse. Is that okay?
No. It's all about him, his wants, his needs. Before you leave, go bring the trash cans up.
Later.
Ronnie Ray.
Ronnie is spoiled. There's no question about it.
F-150 all blacked out on a 3-inch body lift. Gotta ride with style, you know?
I am afraid for him. He thinks everything is playtime and fun time, and he can finagle or skate his way through. And it's not like that in the real world.
That isn't nothing.
To you, it's
5
nothing.
minutes late.
You weren't 5 minutes late, Ron. You were 15. Sit down for 15 minutes waiting on someone. See what it feels like.
If he does not make the change, he is going to wind up like so many kids that don't get their education and take life seriously, and they're either into drugs, they're dead. I'm very fearful.
I hope that when Ronnie Ray comes back, that he'll respect us and appreciate the things that we do for him.
I hope that he goes to a family that's going to be able to teach him some of the things that he's lacking right now.
Hopefully, I will definitely get my way out of a lot, and I probably will.
Bye. Love you.
Maybe this experience will turn her the right way around.
They're not taking my cell phone, that's for sure.
I'm Jim Gentrup. My wife's name is Janee. We have 4 kids. Lindsay, who's 15, Nathan, who's 12, Jessica, who's 10, and Tommy, who's 8. Just pick up the poop here. My career path started as a teacher and a principal.
Daddy, I'm done!
I've seen kids' tricks. I've seen how they hide things, how they lie. Tommy, we got a problem here, bud. You missed like half of them. Knock it off right now. When you talk to people, talk to them with respect.
Jim and I have high standards for ourselves and for our children. Sit up nicely, or you may be excused from the table. We expect the kids to help out around the house.
Hey, you're gonna pitch in, or would you rather be punished? We talk about attitude and effort a lot. Do you have a good attitude, Tommy?
Yes! I would advise the teens coming into our house to just come in with a good attitude, because my parents can make life tough for you.
Busted. Are you supposed to be eating up here?
No.
I think that you have to have clear consequences. Good, make them good ones. Get lower. And that's what our job is as parents.
got to the airport and I saw Chrissy. She looked like she was pretty cool. She looked like she was pretty cute. What's up? I'm Ronnie. Nice to meet you.
My first impression of Ronnie was he's definitely someone that I could probably get along with.
I'm gonna have trouble, like, trying to take rules from these people.
Me too.
Like, I have trouble taking rules from my own parents. Like, and then these people trying to, like, make me do stuff. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Bless us, Lord, and
these are the gifts for which we are about to receive. The thing that will help us to endure with these teenagers is just to get them to buy in to what we're about and right away set a tone.
I hope they're not expecting me to, like, rake the lawn or, like, do anything dirty.
That's totally not gonna work. Look at him. Oh my God.
He looks like a nerd. I love little kids, too.
The dad looked like a total dweeb and a nerd.
How are you guys doing?
My first impression was they're like the Brady Bunch.
Hey, I'm Ronnie.
I'm Christian.
Ronnie?
Ronnie.
Okay,
Ronnie?
introduce you guys.
Nice to meet you, too.
Introduce.
Hi.
Jesse.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Tommy.
Hi.
What's up, Tommy?
I'm Tommy.
All right, well, you guys want to come on in?
Kind of sized Ronnie up a little bit, and we knew that we were in for a challenge.
First of all, we do have some rules that we'd like to go over with you just so that you understand where we're coming from and what our expectations are. These are some things we wrote up. We felt that it was important that they know what our expectations are and give them a fair shake at being successful from the get-go.
So, first of all, no foul language, no crude language, no taking the Lord's name in vain.
I was just like, are you kidding me? Everyone uses God's name in vain.
Is that an issue with you guys a little bit?
Christiana's got a little
I guess
smirk.
you could say I kind of got a bad mouth because I'm almost 17 years old, you know? It's like I'm almost a young adult.
If you do swear, and we do have consequences.
So can we use, like, alternative words?
Actually, no.
Instead of, like, the S word, say, like, crap.
No.
No.
Crap's not acceptable either.
Crap is not acceptable?
It is not. No.
We didn't expect quite the level of resistance that we got. If you slip up, the idea is that, you know, are you also willing to do the consequence? So, like, you know,
What type of consequences are you talking about?
push-ups, or...
I'm pretty strong, so push-ups aren't that big of a deal.
When Ronnie commented like that, I did think this is going to be some trouble. The next one is no defiant attitude.
Jim and Janee expect a lot of respect, and they're not going to get respect from me.
So,
we need the cell phones too.
yeah, we'll need your cell phones.
Why?
This is one of the rules for you guys to kind of leave your old environment behind and get started here.
I don't know about that one. That's
Yeah,
my
I
cell
don't think
phone.
so.
Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'm like, oh, hell no. And I was totally not about to give them my cell phone at all.
How are we going to resolve this, guys? Because
I think we
it's
should
really-
make
I
an
think we
agreement.
should just drop it and go find our rooms, and I can keep my cell phone.
The bottom line is we're the parents, we're the adults. That is the rule, and you may not have your phones, and that's it. So
All I know is my cell phone is staying in my pocket at all times.
we can sit here, we can take hours.
Looks like we're gonna be sitting here for hours because I'm not handing over my damn cell phone.
Well, in that case, let's go ahead and move the table over into the sun while you're considering it, and we'll go in and do our thing.
Put the table in the sun?
We're really patient.
So much.
So am I.
We separated the kids because they were definitely feeding off each other.
So, what we've talked about is if you guys really want your cell phones, that you may keep them like on the kitchen counter or maybe up on top of the refrigerator where you're not looking at it all the time so that you'll know where they are. I gave Chrissy the choice. By doing that, I kind of gave her that power, that decision-making of where it would be, and kind of took emphasis off the fact that she was giving up the cell phone. You choose.
I guess the counter.
Okay.
The only reason I gave in was because I was sick of hearing her. I was sick of sitting out there. I felt like no matter what, I was just talking in circles. I wasn't going anywhere. I would have been out there all night.
So, talked to Cristiana, and she's decided to give up the phone.
And all you have to do is hand it over or put it on the counter.
What's the difference between sitting in the kitchen and sitting in my room?
We have been going kind of like this right now. You say it's not that important, so why can't I keep it? We say it's not that important, so we keep going like this and like this.
So why don't we go like this and say I can keep my cell phone in my room, not use it all day, but when I'm going to sleep, I can text my friends.
Okay, but now we're kind of going back to being that selfish, I just want to do what I want to do. And that's not what this experience is about. This experience is about getting out of your day-to-day life, seeing how somebody else lives. That's what this whole experience is.
If it's really that big of a deal, have myself.
Great, thank you.
I mean, I finally just broke because I felt like no matter what, they were just gonna keep arguing with me. That's crazy.
I think as a parent, you kind of have to pick your battles. This was a big, long, hard battle. We had basically won. We were gonna let him cool off.
Coming up.
We've got to make sure that there's no landmines.
Chores for the teens. And a rebellion for the Gentrups.
This is
Knock it off right now.
The plan is right now that we're gonna go out and do some yard work, do some chores around the house. So right away after breakfast, we wanted to get our morning chores done. We just feel that it's important that the whole family pitches in.
Our household has always been about teamwork. Really, when you all pitch in, it's not that difficult. Before we mow the lawn, we've got to make sure that there's no landmines.
That was like, are you serious? I'm gonna pick dog shit up at my house. You want me to pick up yours? Just what I need to start off the day. I'm a girl, I don't mow the lawn, you know, that's a manly chore.
my first assignment that I had was vacuuming the main level, and I kind of felt like that's a woman's job.
You must do this a lot at home?
Nope. Janee is always constantly right behind you. I'm done.
Did you vacuum underneath the dining room table? Once we finished the work inside, we all went outside, so there were other things to do. Ronnie and Chrissy were not doing their chores with enthusiasm. They're used to not doing much and being given everything. Nobody's gonna take a break till everybody takes one.
Me and Chrissy both felt the same way about these stupid ass chores.
I am in the shade.
Did you just say you want to be in the shade?
Yeah.
I like that.
No matter how many leaves we picked up, it seems like there was still I felt like it was never ending.
This is cool.
I was just so fed up because no matter what we did, there was just another chore and another chore. Come on, everyone's gotta help out. Come on, Dad.
Yeah, I know. What's up, Dad? What's up, Mom? Why didn't you guys do anything?
Yeah, no one takes a break till everyone takes a break.
I'm not sure.
Knock it off right now.
When I saw Chrissy and Ronnie being glued to my pants, I was just shaking my head. It's not gonna get them very far.
20 push-ups, nice and easy. Maybe you'll be out of breath and then you won't be able to talk.
Come on, get over here. Let's go, do them. Get them done.
You're just being rude and disrespectful, so you can do some push-ups. Ronnie also gave me some attitude, and he had to do push-ups.
This is so much better than raking these leaves.
4, and so you can do 20 because these feel so good.
Yeah, let's go.
9, 10. There you go, good. Now, I asked you to do the push-ups, and it's because of the mouth.
I'll split them with you, because I want to do some more.
Ronnie, you be quiet and stay out of it,
So
okay?
you can do 10 more because of your mouth, and it has nothing to do with her.
Okay.
Come here.
This is so ridiculous.
There you go, now you just got yourself 10 more.
I was standing there. She got mad at me because I was standing there, and you were just standing there.
No, it was because of your mouth.
So now it's 30.
Get in push-up position. Ready? Go. I'll time you, see how strong you are.
It's a nice little ab workout.
So now that's 40.
I'm not doing 40 push-ups, sorry.
Now you're at 50.
This is not my favorite use of my time, okay? But you have a mouth, okay? And you need to control it.
But I was just kidding, and you guys took it all
But see,
personally.
that's the part that's disrespectful. That's what you haven't learned. Sarcasm is a cowardly way to attempt humor.
Cowardly way.
It is. And it's a way basically to get a little dig in.
When you talk to people, you talk to them with respect.
You're staying here in the sun.
I'm not standing in the sun either.
You know what, girlfriend? Get out of my house. You can go stand out in the cul-de-sac out in the sun, but you're not gonna stay here and disrespect me and tell me what's going on. You can get out of my face, go get out in the front yard, okay?
Lunatic.
You know, I mean, I know that she's not used to doing stuff, and I know she's not used to speaking to somebody with respect. I certainly think that this was a shock to Chrissy's system. She is stubborn and persistent.
Why do you act like this?
It's my personality. Like, I'm sarcastic to people. I'm joking. I'm not serious about it.
We don't appreciate that type of humor, obviously. Well, you've got some punishment to do, and you need to decide, you know, when you're going to do it.
I can't even do like 20 push-ups. I mean, barely.
The compromise I'll make with you is I'll let you do them with your knees down.
I feel like Jim is a lot more reasonable. Because I feel like Janee, like, she's real stubborn. She doesn't want to give in. 18, 19.
There's a lot better ways to handle things. That's what Ronnie and Chrissy need to learn.
Oh, I'm tired.
While Jim had Chrissy outside, Ronnie and I were talking inside and just talked about the way he talks to people. Would you talk to a teacher like that?
My teachers love me, yeah, honestly. I don't know why. It's a good question. I really don't know why. Probably because I have a good personality.
Mm-hmm. He's just really full of himself, and I think that his parents have created a little world where Ronnie's king, and now that Ronnie's getting older, it's probably not a pretty picture.
I'm living the life until I got out here.
And your parents, what do they say about you living the life?
For the most part, I get along with them. They just give me everything I want, the way it should be until I'm 18.
I felt like, boy, here's a kid with a lot of potential, but really immature, and that although he might not realize it now, but he certainly would in the long run, that we were in charge of our house and that he was going to play by our rules.
Coming up,
I have the ball right now, so just chill, please.
Janee tries to rein Chrissy in.
It's rude. Don't tell me to chill.
Oh my God.
There you go.
And can Ronnie be tamed?
You're so full of yourself, you can't take a moment to be humble. We decided to play some basketball. Our kids really like basketball, and we just thought a fun way to relax and get outside.
I hate basketball. It's not a fun sport.
None of this family is athletic, and they all try and exercise and play sports, and I just think it's a big joke.
You being easy on me?
Of course I'm going easy on you.
Yeah?
You're an old man.
Wow.
Let's play a little full court.
Full court?
Full court.
Come on, Ronnie, you aren't even going like even 1/4 speed. What's up? During the game, Janee and myself were getting increasingly irritated by their lackadaisical effort. That's all you got?
Nobody wants to play with a slacker.
On a scale of 1 to 100%, I'd say I was giving it a -5% for sure. I'm not impressed.
Either he's afraid to look bad or just a immaturity, really.
Come on, Chrissy, come get her. Let's go.
If you're gonna make me participate, I'm gonna do the opposite.
You can't go hard for 1 point.
I have the ball right now, so just chill, please.
You know what? You can give me 10 push-ups right there on the side. It's rude. Don't tell me to chill. And you can do it with some enthusiasm, or it's 20.
Are you serious? But she's lucky that I didn't tell her to.
We invited you into our house, but that was the agreement, that you were going to live by our rules. That's what this is about.
So your rule is to play basketball? Like, I don't get that.
Our rule is to be polite. Ready? Here we go. 1. I did the push-ups with Chrissy because I wanted to let her know that I was doing this for her own good and that I was on her side, but that she's also on my side and it's going to be my way. And, you know, push-ups never hurt anyone.
But you're not playing any defense? You're not guarding me at all?
I don't know.
So you know what? You need to, man up a little bit. You could have played a lot better.
Honestly, I could say I'd rather do chores and get back on the basketball court with this family.
He's really proud of his basketball ability, but it's the type of thing that's got the best of him at this point in his life. He just needs to learn that humility that goes with being a good person. We decided to just try and get them to start thinking about something other than themselves and their own set ways.
Right now what we're going to do is we are going to go to a place called Paz de Cristo where we feed the hungry. What our expectations are tonight is that you maybe reach out to some of the people we're serving and get to know them a little bit and find out their story.
Sometimes I think like how their family is and the way they do things is just kind of cheesy.
I wasn't really gonna argue about that because I'm not gonna be around Jim and Janee because obviously there's gonna be more people, so I didn't really have to worry about them bothering me and nagging on me and stuff.
And where did your mom go to school then? Where did your mom go to college?
My parents were a little less fortunate than you guys. They didn't have as much money, so my parents had to fight for everything they have.
Ronnie made a statement that unlike Jim and I, his parents had not had it easy, and I was very offended. We have never received a penny from either of our parents, actually. Jim moved out when he was 17 and went and worked on the railroad. All my college was paid for from scholarship money, and I've worked since I was about 14. So, you know, you can't just make that assumption about people. So what do you think after that? Do you have anything to say, or just... So here's my point, and I'll just get it off my chest because I find it really irritating. The fact that you made that wrong assumption, right now, if you were polite and you were gonna man up, you would say, oh gosh, I did overspeak. That was kind of rude of me. But because you're so full of yourself and you know so much, you can't take a moment to be humble, and that's what we've spoken about, to say, oh yeah, I kind of overstepped my boundaries.
And all you have to do is say, yeah, you know what? That was stupid. That was a bad comment, my bad. You do it to your friends.
Based on what I had seen before, they have a lousy work ethic. And so I questioned whether or not they would do it. I was a little concerned that they might be an embarrassment.
I believe that these teams are basically, they're takers, and this is a way for them to show that they can give back and have an impact on other people.
Thank you.
It's a weird experience for me. I have never worked in a kitchen before, not even at my own house.
Every few minutes, just kind of turn it over so it doesn't burn, okay?
Okay.
We asked the teens to engage people in conversation, for Chrissy to really smile and look at people.
I'm struggling and I'm pregnant again.
You're pregnant?
So, yeah.
Like, Hendren came to talk to me about how she's 19 and she's out on the streets.
I've been through 19 years of hell. Beat up on the streets, people pimping me out, trying to kill me. I almost ended up dead 3 times over this, in the hospital 14 times over being homeless. It's not a good thing.
It really did touch me, and it was really hard for me to hear that, you know, she's going through so much, and yet she's only been, you know, on the earth for such a short time.
All right, well, thank you. Good luck.
At your age, I decided I was tired of mom and dad. Well, tired of mom. Dad never was around. I didn't finish high school. My life is gone. My life is wasted. Okay? I did 2.5 years for a drug possession. I'm stuck making $8 an hour for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that for yourself, bro.
No, I don't. I could relate to his message in many ways, and now that I think about it, it scares the hell out of me.
Straighten your ass up.
I will. Thank you so much.
God loves you,
Thank
brother.
you so much. I've never met anybody like Tiny, and no one's ever shared a story with me like that, and it touched me a lot because I don't want to follow that type of life. Here you go.
Thanks.
No problem. Once we started serving, all the people started coming through the line, and you could see all the different type of people, and it was kind of sad sight. There you go, man. I talked to everybody that came through, tried to make them laugh, you know, put a smile on their face. Chicken on the rice? All right.
It felt good not to just think about myself and, you know, my needs, but also other people's needs. You know, I was really doing something for someone else, and I really did feel good about that.
There you go.
I think Jim and I were both very proud of both Chrissy and Ronnie, as if they were our own kids. I mean, we were so happy for the progress that they had made. We were very proud of their selflessness, and they were awesome. Couldn't have been asked for more.
Coming up,
You didn't seem very open to me.
the Gentrups attempt to divide and conquer.
You have to be confident but humble.
But can Ronnie learn humility?
That's one thing I don't think my mind's gonna change on.
We are headed to a local nature preserve. It's called the Riparian. It's got a lot of wildlife.
And this is a place I love to go, and we bike, we run there. It's really close.
Jim and Janee told me and Chrissy that we're gonna go to this nature preserve.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
Like, I totally wish I could just do something different with my time.
Janee, I hope we'd made some progress because of the impact of Posy Cristo on Ronnie and Chrissy.
Do you see under that bush in the shade?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
There's lakes everywhere, a bunch of birds and stuff like that. What's up this way?
You guys want to head off?
Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah. We kind of split, me and Jim and Janee and Chrissy.
You said you were kind of into wildlife, right?
Yeah. Not so much this desert stuff.
We'd like to discuss some of the things that we learned and to talk about the difference between confidence and arrogance. You know, I just want you to try and get past this
barrier?
Yeah. Arrogance, too.
And well, in my position, you know, I play on a basketball team. I have the ball in my hand all the time, and I feel like I need to believe that I am the best.
I think in formal athletics, you have to be confident but humble after you get done with the game.
That's kind of your opinion, and that's one thing I don't think my mindset's gonna change on. Arrogance totally looks a lot cooler than the humble person, you know? It attracts more attention and stuff like that. It's like, yo, I'm the best, and check me out. Oh, yo, you really are the best, you know? So I feel like you kind of need to be like that to be successful.
He just didn't get it.
I don't try to be cocky about it.
That's not a good word, really, for any.
That's not the word I'm looking for. It's
confident.
Confident is, there you go, that's a better word that I should have said.
But humble.
I'm not used to such strict people, and so I'm just not used to people who
hold you accountable like we did?
Yeah, I'm not used to people who hold me accountable to things like that.
Felt we had made progress, but I wasn't sure that it was really, truly sinking in yet. On the first day, if you go down that list of the things that we asked you to do, at the end of the day, was it that difficult for you?
When we were talking, he made me think a lot about myself and stuff.
Hey, let's walk around a little bit. All right with you?
Yeah, I want to check out the mountain one more time.
Yeah.
So, what have you thought about your time here so far? The purpose of my conversation today with Chrissy was to discuss her relationship with her mom. What is it like when you are with your mom?
We don't really have that much conversation. My mom does seem kind of like intimidating. She puts it out there like she doesn't like you because she doesn't really say anything.
My impressions of you didn't seem very open to me.
I am open to people, I think, though, but...
You might be inside, but outside, you're like this. So maybe what you perceive as your mom, not really interested, if you kind of had a heart-to-heart talk, maybe you'd find out she's more open. Do you think that is something that you would like to see change?
I don't really know if that's going to change, especially now because, you know, I'm not really the center of attention. I'm, you know, kind of off to the side.
It's heartbreaking to hear somebody say that they feel like they've been kind of pushed aside. And I thought Chrissy needed to tell her mom that she feels hurt and that she feels like she's been left out. You were her first on everything. And for a long time, you were her whole world. And wouldn't it be great to kind of get back to that?
Well, kind of. I mean, I don't want her whole...
Not being around you all the time, but knowing in your heart that you were her first priority?
Yeah. It's harder for me to get used to the fact of having sisters. I used to be the only child. I used to get what I wanted. Now I don't really get the attention because of them.
Why don't you try to tell me a couple things of what you can do to approach your mom?
Just, you know, straight up tell her that, I would like to spend more time with her. I'd like to see her more often, talk to her more often.
Okay. And now let's talk about telling her straight up what you're going to do for her.
I guess I could help her out with whatever she needs help with.
Your mom could use some help with the girls, and you might be the one that could help her with those. So it sounds like you've got some good ideas. Now we've got a firm framework to work from. I'm glad to see that she's opened up to me and maybe will open herself up more to other people. I'm really proud of you. Good job. I'm really proud of you.
Coming up.
About time that you hear from home.
Home truths for Ronnie.
You need to understand the importance of being responsible, respectful, and considerate.
And a shock for Chrissy.
Trying to raise you alone can sometimes feel impossible, and many times I feel I'm failing.
This afternoon, while we were at home, I called Chrissy down from her room, and I had a letter to give her from her mother. I thought now might be a good time to take a look at this letter. I think your mom wrote it. I'll give you some time, okay?
My dearest first daughter, Cristiana, I worry about the choices you are making now. And the way you are acting doesn't just hurt me, it hurts your sisters who look up to you. And most important, it hurts you. Trying to raise you alone was hard enough. Now with you and your sisters too, it can sometimes feel impossible, and many times I feel I'm failing. I need your understanding, your patience, your respect, and your love. And I need you to help me, and I need to help you. You are my first true love, my perfect angel, and I only want the best for you. Please know that I love you, and I need you, and I want you to be happy. With all my love, always, Mom.
When my mom in the letter said that she felt like she was failing, I have to appreciate that, you know, she can look deep inside and say that she does feel that way and she wants to change it.
So how was your letter?
It was nice, I guess.
Nice.
And she definitely said a lot of things that she doesn't even say at home or doesn't even say to me ever.
I think that the letter did have a huge impact on Chrissy because she'd been talking about wanting a relationship with her mom, but not really feeling that her mother wanted a relationship with her. Chrissy was actually seeing a different side to her mom for the first time in a while. Sound good?
I think the letter is probably one of the most, you know, affectionate she's ever gotten with me, and probably the most powerful because, you know, she wrote about how much she really did care about me, and I think that's a lot more than I expected.
My mom used to write me letters when I was your age. It kind of gave us an opportunity for me to see what she was thinking, and I wouldn't have to react.
When I go back home, I think the thing that I can do to you know, make her feel better is just to help her out more. And I think that she could maybe do the same thing for me. So I think that, you know, we both have some stuff to work on.
It's about time that you hear from home.
All right.
You want me to stay or you want privacy?
You can stay. I thought that the things I've learned while I've been here were gonna be what my parents were asking me to do in that letter. So I felt like maybe if he sits out here and he reads this with me, he's gonna realize that I've done all the things out here that my parents wanted me to accomplish. Dear Ronnie, we hope this experience will open your eyes to the reality of life. You are so capable of doing so much in your life and can be whatever you want to be. We hope that during this journey, you will come to realize it is time to take life seriously now. You need to understand the importance of being responsible, respectful, and considerate of others. So it is time to step up to the plate and take life's challenges on. We hope you come away from this with a better attitude and the drive to want to do better in school and not set your goals so low. It says importance of being responsible and respectful. And this is really good because I feel like when I come home, it's exactly what I've learned from here.
That's what Ronnie needed to hear. He needed to hear that. And you need to quit thinking about yourself so much and get outside your own, you know, your own little world. This is a life skill, Ronnie. You know, this is something you take away, walk away from.
After reading the letter from my parents, it made me a lot happier than I've been in a while because not only am I making myself happy with it, but I'm making my parents happy. And I feel like that's all my parents have ever wanted.
You've taken in a lot. I'm at peace with what we accomplished. I think the week away from home and the fact that we were firm with Ronnie and held him accountable for some of the things that he did during the week, really, it finally hit home to him, I think.
Coming up, the teen's parents arrive.
How are you, man?
And Chrissy lays it all on the line.
When I come home, it's like an empty house. There.
Okay, guys, let's rock and roll.
When I first arrived at the Gentrups' house, I was walking into this as, I'm not gonna do anything that these parents say. And now I'm way more respectful to everybody.
When I came here, I really didn't give any thought about me and my mom's relationship. To be honest, I didn't really care. But being with Janee and her asking questions about me and my mom, it made me realize that, you know, I do have a problem and I do want to fix things.
I have something I'd like to say too, you guys. When we were in the car going to Paz de Cristo, I just recently found out that my parents didn't go to college, and they always told me they did because they didn't want me thinking, oh, since they didn't go, I don't have to go. So it's like kind of a sensitive subject for me. So I just got kind of defensive, and it kind of came out the wrong way, and I'd like to apologize for that.
Thank you. It's important that you say that, you know, so I appreciate that. Hey, Ronnie, your folks are about 20 minutes away, so it's time for you to go up and pack and get ready.
I feel like I took my parents for granted, and I can't wait to kind of bring a lot of the stuff that I learned here back to my household.
Chrissy?
Yeah?
I just got the word that your mom's on her way, so you can pack your bags and get all your stuff together.
I have little sisters that look up to me, and my mom needs me, and I need her, so kind of hoping that just my family will be closer, kind of like the Gentrups.
Ronnie's got it pretty good and always has, so I'm hoping that he's seen some other things that go on in life and the importance of doing things when he's asked to do them.
He gave me a big, tight hug, and I felt that he was absolutely excited to see us and to come back home with us.
It's just good to see my parents and knowing that I'm back with them again.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jim Gentrup.
I'm Robin Rolay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I was hoping that they were strict parents and didn't do what we typically do, which is we give in to Ronnie.
In the week that Ronnie's been with us, we just flat out put the expectations there, and he didn't have a choice. And after 2 days, he was doing most of the things on his own. So I just think not letting up, and even if it's uncomfortable, he'll get that.
I went to a homeless shelter. It's called Paz de Cristo, and I served a bunch of homeless people who live around here. And I can't wait to find like the Paz de Cristo in Atlanta and take you guys there, because you'll even like that experience. It's pretty cool.
Ready.
But I feel like as we progressed through the week, I learned a lot. Responsibilities and respect.
Good.
And I'm kind of ready to bring it back to our house.
That's wonderful.
I love it.
Jim and Janee stuck to their guns and made sure that Ronnie did what he was supposed to do. And so that's a very big lesson for me.
Thank you so much. You take care.
When Ronnie steps out of line, we will definitely have to stop making empty promises.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
When I first got here, I was kind of an arrogant person. But now, after this week, I feel like I'm more humble. One more hug, bye.
Ronnie came to us in many ways as a little boy and left much more of a man.
It's good to be back.
Good to have you back.
I feel that Cristiana really has an opportunity to change here, and if she doesn't change, she's not going to have a whole lot of chances left.
That's her. Go and get her.
When Cristiana ran into my arms, it really touched me. Honey, I love you. I didn't think she was gonna miss me quite as much as she did. You okay?
I missed you.
Oh, we missed you too, honey.
Chrissy, you want to talk a little bit about your week?
The first day we got here, we went through all the rules, and I totally agreed to them. I was like, all right, that's fine, you know, it seems reasonable.
But that first day or two, there were several times when both you and Ronnie turned it around on us. Well, what about you? And that didn't sit well with us because we're the adults, it's our house, it's our rules.
How did she take that?
She didn't take it well.
We have that same argument.
But I think the way that it was effective was that we didn't back down. So what are some of the struggles that you have at home with Chrissy?
She doesn't have a lot of responsibility. And I think that she needs to get rid of the clutter of the social environment that she puts too much emphasis on.
But one of the things that I felt that she was missing was that relationship with you.
I don't know, I feel like I put a lot more effort into my social life because that's really all I have. You're not really there. So I just feel like I have to look to my friends because, you know, when I come home, it's like an empty house.
I know that having the toddlers, having a full-time job, take time away from you. But if we work together, we can have more time as a family. I do want and need a relationship with you, honey. I love you.
Chrissy has reached out to her. At this point, I think the ball's in Cynthia's court.
Make sure you stay in touch, okay, Liz?
When I get back home, hopefully things will change. I'm gonna give it 100%.
It kills me to hear Cristiana feel like she's not loved enough. And I'm gonna do a lot more because I love her so much.
This experience has given me time to reflect on just how much I love my husband and my kids, but it also let us know that we can have a positive influence on others.
I missed you.